Beautiful. Adele, I know you and I have been working on fractions for a little while now, so for you this should be easy.
Yeah.
Anya, Bobby, same thing. You guys, we did like 2.5 terms of this last year, so for you it should be. I know, but once I go through it again, I think it should come to you naturally. Um, Isaiah, I know that we've been working on these the last few weeks as well. Isa, I'm not too sure if you have. Have you done fractions actually?
No.
Yeah, so this would be a good starting point for you. Um, so I'll go through everything
I
again.
can't see the screen.
You can't.
I can just see Sam's tutoring.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
I just say
That's-
IS.
Yeah,
Me too. IS.
That's not good. Let's go again. And what about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
All right, good. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is equivalent fractions. For fractions to be equivalent, let me say, yep, I've got some of my notes here. For fractions to be equivalent, the numerator and the denominator need to be multiplied
By the same number.
by the same number. Correct. So if I've got 1 over 2 and it becomes something over 12, how do I make a 2 into a 12? You would times it by 6. So, and then you times the top one by 6 and it becomes 6 over 12.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Everything like that. So if I've got a 5 and I need to get into a 10, multiply it by 2. And then 8, you've got to multiply by 2 and it gives you 16 as well. All right, easy. So let's have a look at these questions. How do I get a 6 into a 12? I multiply it by
2.
2, and then you go to do the same thing to the top. 5 times 2 becomes
10.
10, and that becomes an equivalent fraction. So 10 over 12 is the same as 5 over 6. That makes sense, guys?
Yeah.
Let's go up down here. Question 8. 9 times 3 becomes 27. 5 times 3.
15.
Oh,
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's do another one here. 5 times 12 is 60. So then I've got to do 6 times 12.
72.
1 times 6 is 6. 6 times 4.
24.
Beautiful work.
6 times 4. What did you say? 6 times 1?
Yeah, 6 times 1 gets you 6. And once you know that, you've got to times
Oh, I
the
thought
bottom
you
by
said 4 times 1.
Sorry, no, 4 times 6. All right. And you can see it doesn't matter if it's at the bottom or if it's at the top. You're just trying to work out what number it's multiplied by, right? So here it's multiplied by 3. You got to times this one by 3.
33.
That becomes 33. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Right. Let's move. So simplifying fractions, exactly the same, except we're going to be dividing unless you find multiplication easier. So let me know and I'll do it, I guess, 2 ways if you don't understand the first way. Same thing, we've got to get a 9 into a 3. How do I get a 9 into a 3?
Divided by 3.
Divide by 3. So then 6 divided by 3.
It's 2.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if it doesn't. 12 into a 2. Divide by
10. Oh, what? Oh, yes.
1.
was 1. Good job. 15 divided by
3.
and then 12 divided by 3 gives you
4.
Let's do this number. 8 divided by what? Gets you 2.
4.
4. So 100 divided by 4. What's the answer?
20.
25.
25. Great work. Okay. Now, what if I don't give you something? So you see how here I've always given you a number to start with. I've given you a number to start with. I've given you a 3 here to start with. What if I just say simplify the following fractions fully? Which means cancel down as fast. That means now you have to work out what factor I can divide them both by.
2.
So let's start with I. 8 out of 10. I think Maya, you said 2.
That was Bobby, I think.
That was me.
That was Bobby. Sorry. Bobby, divide by 2. Good job. So then that becomes 4 over 5. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah. Yeah.
And remember, it's got to be as simple as possible, right? As far as possible. What we mean by as far as possible is, can you divide 4 and 5 by any numbers to simplify it any further? You
No.
probably can't.
Sorry, say the question again.
So can you simplify 4 and 5 down any more?
No.
Yeah, that won't work. But let's do 10 over 30. All right, what do we want to divide this one by?
You can divide it by 10.
You
10.
can. I agree with that. Can you give me another number? 10 is the answer, but can you give me another 2? Okay. I just want to show you what happens. So what's 10 divided by 2?
5.
30 divided by 2?
15.
Now, is that fully simplified?
No.
No. Can you see 5 can still be divided by 5 and 15 can still be divided by 5?
Yeah.
1/3.
I need to go get water.
Okay. 1 over 3. Oh, he's got to already rush off to get water. That guy. All right. XI. Let's do that while we're waiting for him. So 63 on 77. What do we need to divide both of them by? What do we think?
7.
7. Good job. 63 divided by 7 is
9.
9.
77 over 7.
11.
11. And can you simplify that any further? Well, 9 you can divide by 3, but 11 you can't divide by 3. That won't work. So the answer is 9 over 11. Great work. All right, we're doing well. Mixed numerals to improper fractions. All right, let's recall that. Bobby, are you back yet?
No, he's not. He thinks on mute still.
Oh, okay. Proper fraction. The top is smaller than the bottom. Improper fraction. The top is larger than the bottom. Mixed numeral. It's a whole number and a fraction. So something like this. Proper fraction. Top is smaller. Improper fraction. Top is bigger. Mixed numeral, you have a whole number and a fraction. All right, does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 7 over 9, that would be called a proper, because the top is smaller. If I make that into a 17,
It will be improper.
that becomes improper. And then if I write it as 1 and 2 over 3,
Mixed numeral.
Mix.
all right. Now, very easy. How do we convert from a mixed numeral to an improper?
You times
4 by 2 plus 1.
plus 1.
That's it. 2 times 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9 over. The denominator never changes. So let's go again. This one here. You do 3 times 5. 3 times 5 plus the top. Becomes
17.
15 over. The denominator never changes.
5.
And again, 4 times 2, 8 plus 1, 9. 2. All right. I'm going to do question 18, 19, and 20 right now. And then you guys are going to do 8, 9, and 10. So I'll do question 18 first. 18, 10 times 3, 30 plus 1, 31 over 3. Do we all agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 times 2, 24. 24 plus 1, 25 over 2. 4 times 25 plus 2. That's 100. 100 plus 2. 102 over
25.
25. All right, please do question 8, 9, and 10 just now.
I
Quickly.
did it.
All right, good job.
Yeah, did it.
We'll just wait for everybody.
Am I writing that in my book?
No, you can write it in your book, in your spare paper that you've got. Like I said, I'm going to send you this whole document. You're going to get it on Skype.
Done.
So maybe if you want, you can call it exercise 3.
Okay. So number 1. I did number 1.
Question 8, 9, and 10.
Okay.
Don't- Number 1, you'll get yourself confused. All right. So question 8, the answer is going to be 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3, 11 over 4. Next one should be 14
Over 4.
over 5,
Yeah.
6.
And then 8
and then-
over 3.
Nisa, that makes sense to you as well?
Yep.
Yeah, right. Move on, or should we do a few more?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Isaiah, you move on?
Yep.
Done. Let's go then. I think you guys are all getting it. You're doing well. Other way around. Improper fractions to mixed numerals. So we've got to go.
Put 4 into 9.
Say it again.
Put 4 into 9.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way we do these ones. Put how many times? So let me write that down.
It was twice.
Yep.
And the remainder is 1.
How many times does 4 go into 9? That's the idea with this question here.
Twice.
So, where are we? Back to the pen. How many times does 4 go into 9? You would say twice. And how many is remaining? 2 times 4 is 8.
1.
There's 1 remaining over. The denominator never, ever changes. Just keep that in mind. All right. How many times does 3 go into 17? Well, 3 times 5 is
5
15.
times.
And then remainder 2 over 3.
I'm going, what?
Remainder 2. Okay. The reason why we get a remainder of 2 is because 3 times 5 is 15. But then 17 to 15, how many is remaining?
2.
2. So it goes into it 5 times with a remainder of 2 over 3. Let's do it again. So we've got the number 22 over 5. How many times would 5 go into 22? Well, 5, 10,
4
15,
times.
20. That's 4 times. So
Remainder 2.
4. And
Remainder
then
2.
22 minus 20 becomes 2. Good job. Remainder of 2. 4 and 2/5. Does that make sense to everybody now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's go do some questions together. How many times does 4 go into 11? 4, 8,
Twice.
2.
Remember
Twice.
3.
1,
2.
remainder 3. Well, let's do one at a time. I'll call out your names, and it'll probably be easier this way. So I'll call out your names, and we'll go about it this way. So, Bobby, you're going to do the next one. How many times does 5 go into 12?
Twice. And then remainder
Twice.
2 over 5.
2 over 5. Maya, 8 into 13.
Once. Remainder.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 5.
5.
You agree with that?
Yeah, 8. And then 8.
Yep. Good job. Isaiah, 7 into 15. How many times?
Twice.
Twice. Good job. 7 times 2 is 14. So how many is remaining from 15 and 14?
1.
1 over
7.
7. Good job. Anissa, 3 into 20. It's not 7. If you're gonna, if I help you out.
6.
Yeah. So 3 times 7 is 21. So that's too much. So 3 times 6 is 18. And then how many is remaining?
Remainder 3.
No, not 3.
Oh.
18 and 20.
Oh, 2.
2. Good girl. Over
3.
denominator of 3. And Adele.
It goes in 3 times. The
3
remainder
times.
1 over 7.
Beautiful work. Should we do some more, or are we comfortable with that now?
I don't mind.
We can
Um,
do a bit like 3 more.
Three
Yes.
more?
Yeah.
All right, let's do question 11, 12, 13, please. Do that in your books, and then I'll do them in a minute. Okay, question 11. 8 goes into 25, 8, 16, 24. So it goes into it 3 times. Remainder 1.
One.
26 should be 4 times 6.
6.
So 24.
Remainder
Remainder.
2.
2 over 4.
Over 4.
Good work, good work. 4 into 30. I
7
think
times.
times.
2 over
Remainder
4.
4.
Wow. We can get 100%, you guys can do really well. All right, let's keep going. All right, this one, really easy. I don't really want to do it. I think the explanations will make sense, and when you do it for homework, they'll make sense again. If we're trying to add with equal denominators, you don't change the denominator. So as you can see, 2 over 5 plus 1 over 5, it still becomes a 5. The only thing that happens is the top number you add. So 2 plus 1 becomes 3. So be careful. A lot of students, when they, finish off fractions, percentages, decimals, because there's a lot to learn, they forget and they actually add 5 and 5 and it becomes 10. So you got to remember it does not add. The denominators don't add. So look at the top one again here. Double I, 7 over 10 plus 2 over 10. If it's the same denominators, you just write 7 plus 2, 9 over 10. 1 over 7 plus 3 over 7. 1 plus 3 is 4 over 7. 5 over 12 plus 2 over 12. 7 over 12. I think you guys get the idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what about that one there, yeah, that your thing's on?
This one here?
Yeah.
4 plus 3 is 7. 7 over 5. How many times does 5 go into 7?
1.
1. Remainder 2 over 5.
Why would you do that, Bird?
Well, imagine the question said, please simplify this and write your answer as a mixed numeral. Are you allowed to leave it as 7 over 5?
No.
No, so you have to actually convert. If the question didn't say nothing, it just said add, then the answer would just be 7 over 5.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with this one, actually. Look, 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 over 10. That's great, but you know we can still divide both of these numbers by 2, and you get 2 over 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you're meant to still simplify if you can. All right. One more time. 3 over 8 plus 1 over 8 is 4 over 8. You still need to cancel down. Divide by 4, divide by 4, 1 over 2.
So we're not using the bottom. You don't plus the bottom.
Yeah, we don't plus the bottom.
Okay.
If it's equal denominators,
Yeah.
you do not plus the bottoms. Good job. So we'll do 3 of these ones here. Question 1, the answer just becomes 3 over 5. Question 2 becomes 4 over 4. What does 4 over 4 become?
2 over 2.
Yes,
1 whole.
1 whole. 4 over 4 becomes 2 over 2, which is also a whole. Any number divided by itself is 1. What's 1,000 divided by 1,000?
1 whole.
Still 1 whole. All right. 5 over 10 plus 4 over 10 becomes
9 over 10.
over 10. So please keep that in mind. If they're the same denominators, I leave it the same. I don't even do anything to it. Just add the top. Easy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what? If it's
What?
subtraction with equal denominators, you don't do anything to the denominators again. You just subtract the top. So 3/5 take over, 3 over 5, take away 1 over 5 becomes 3, take away 1 is 2 over 5. 7 over 10, take away 4 over 10 equals 3 over 10. Am I going too fast?
No.
No.
6 over 7, take away 2 over 7 equals 4 over 7. 11 over 12, take away 4 over 12. 11 take away 4 is 7. 7 over 12. I think you guys are getting the idea. 9 take away 4 is 5, and that becomes 15. Again, you can divide them both by what number?
3.
5. Not 3. You can't divide 5 by 3. You can divide 5 by 5. 15 by 5 becomes 1 over 3, if that's what you meant.
Yep.
8 take away 2 is 6 over 9. 6 and 9, you can still divide them both by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And that's how you simplify it to 2 over 3. Any questions there?
No. No.
Okay. Why don't you guys just do question 4, question 5, and question 6. 4,
Okay.
5, 6.
I'm just trying to change my brightness.
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that.
Four, five, six.
4, 5, and 6, correct.
Okay. So is the minus just straightforward?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't find my.
Straightforward. And you leave the denominator the same. So 3 take away 1
Over 4.
over 4, which becomes what?
Would do 1 over 2.
1 over 2. Good job. 16 take away 3,
13 over 25.
and that can't simplify, so that's done. 3 take away 1,
2 over
10.
but that can simplify still.
So 1 over 5.
1 over,
5.
because you can divide them both by 2.
Yeah.
Isaiah, that makes sense?
Yep.
Good job. Anissa, all good?
Yeah.
Okay. Addition with different denominators. All right. Let's do these ones. Some of the students that I had last year, you probably remember what I've done with this. It's my
Yeah, you
trick.
do that. Isn't that musician thingy that?
Yeah, that you really
Smile and
Really?
cross.
really weird way of doing it, yes, but it works because everyone remembers it. So when we have different denominators, something like this, the way we would do it is using this trick. So that's the thing you want to remember.
Oh, yeah.
So the way it works is we're going to, so the funny thing is, even though you're adding and subtracting, you're actually not going to be adding or subtracting much. It's more about timesing. So you're going to be timesing more. You want to remember this shape. So the way it works is 3 times 5, like that. All right, so 3 times 5, let me just write it up here. 3 times 5 plus 1 times 4 all over 4 times 5. 20. All right, who's confused about that?
4 times 5? What?
Yeah. Anyway, wait. So let's do it again.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, this is the same one that we did a few
Yes.
weeks ago.
Yeah. But hold on. So the funny thing is with addition, firstly, it's all about timesing. It's not actually about adding or anything like that. In fact, with most of fractions, it's all about multiplying or dividing. So the way it works is this pattern here, this hourglass looking shape. So it works like this: 3 times 5 plus 1 times 4, this way here, over this bit. This bit will be the bottom bit now. What would that be? 4 and 5
20.
together.
20.
Well, 4 times 5.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes 15 plus 4.
19 over 20.
Anissa, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, wait. Let's and Isaiah, you remember this. Adele, I'm guessing for you, you remember
Yeah.
this as well. All right. Let's go again. The question 2. It would be 1 with 3, 2 with 10, and 10 and 3. So the top ones are going to be 1 times 3 plus 2 times 10 over 10 times 3.
Okay.
1 times 3 is 3 plus 2 times 10, 20. So the answer becomes 23
23 over
over.
30.
Okay.
Maya, that you get that as well?
Yeah.
All right. 23 over 30. Does that actually ring a bell from last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well, this one here, we can't just do 3 because this is usually the harder one. So we're going to do a few here. Now, if you don't want to write it the way I've written it and you want to do it fast, I'll do the next 2 faster so you can see how they work if you're going to go faster. And then eventually, hopefully you can do it. You can do it, yeah, you can do it fast. So here we go. 2 times 2 becomes
4.
4 plus 3 times 1
3.
over 3
6.
times 2. 6. So the answer is 7 over 6. Which you can leave. I don't mind you guys leaving them as improper fractions for now. Let's go next one. 5 times 5
25.
25
plus 1 times 10
10
over
over 50.
50 equals
35
Over
over
50.
Okay?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
can simplify. Don't forget. 35 over 50, you can divide them by 5. 7 over 10.
10.
All right. You guys start from question 5. And we'll do it up to question 10. So 5 to 10 for now.
Heavy kind of cut off. And
Is that better?
Yeah.
So do 5, 6, 7 first.
Can we simplify it?
If you know what you're doing with your simplifying, yes, absolutely.
But I just want to make sure, is that symbol in the middle a plus or a
Yes,
division?
they're all pluses. No, they're all pluses.
Okay. Yeah.
So, wait, what are we doing now?
You do 5, 6, 7. If you've done that, do 8, 9, and 10.
Alright. Okay.
Alright, cool. Oh. Wait, so is it 5 to 10 or 5 to 8?
Say it again.
Is it 5 to 10 or 5 to 8?
Yeah, 5 to 10. 5 to 10.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to write my answers now, and let me know if you've got any incorrect, so I can do them with you. 6, 5. Okay. Anyone want me to go through any of these? Still working.
Oh crap.
Good job. Are we ready for me to move on or not yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
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 Let's go. Subtraction, it's exactly the same thing, except instead of adding, we're going to subtract, of course. But you're still timesing. So what you've got to understand from all this, when I ask you, hey, can you go and add, you're not really adding or you're not really subtracting, you're actually multiplying. Okay? If they are different denominators, then we do this trick. If they are the same denominator, then we just leave it the same and we just add or subtract the top. All right, so here we go. 1 times 3, question 1. 1 times 3 is 3 minus 1 times 2 is 2 over 2 times 3 is. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody not know what I've done there?
No.
Let me know. Question 2. 2 times 4, 8 minus 1 times 3, 3 over 3 times 4, 12. 5 over 12. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to do one each. Adele, you're going to start us off, please. Question 3.
5 times 3 is 15.
Beautiful.
And then minus 6. 1
Minus
times 6 is 6. And then 6 times 3 is 18.
Good
So
job.
15 minus 6 equals 9 over 18. And you can
Good job.
simplify it to 1 over 2.
Oh, too good. Thank you, Adele. Maya, can you go next?
Alright, so we do 1 times 4, which is 4.
Yep.
And then 1 times 2, which is 2. Over 6.
No, not 6.
Is that plus it? What
No.
is it? Oh, we're times it.
Fine. Good job.
We're 8. And then that's 2 over 8. Which is good, yeah.
Beautiful. Anissa, next one. We'll do
Yeah.
this question 5.
So 2 times 10 equals 20.
20
Then
minus
20 minus 5 times 1, which is
5
5.
over
5 times 10,
50. And that becomes
50. And then equals 15 over
50.
15 over
You can divide them both by 5.
5. So 3 over 10.
Good job. All right, Bobby.
Mm.
This one, 3 times 5.
Oh, okay. 15 minus 12 over 20 equals 3 over 20.
And Isaiah, last one.
Yep.
Let's do question 7. 6 times 11
Okay, which is 66.
minus
60. No, yeah,
over,
60
over 6 times 12
is 72, yeah.
and then 66 take away 60
6.
is 6 over 72. And you can simplify actually this one more time. You can divide them both by 6, which becomes 1 over,
12. Okay.
okay? The 72 goes into, 6 goes into 72 12 times. Good job. You guys are doing super well. Seriously, wow. Pretty much that at school, where we're up to, would have taken about 2.5 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
I already
Wow.
did this all last year
So-
with you.
So we've done 17 pages so far. So
Whoa.
keep it up. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
All right. Obviously, you got to understand something. At school, they're not going to show you this trick, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys have to go back over our work and actually remember, yep, that's how we do it. Or if you do forget by the time you do it at school, you'll just tell me, Sam, what was that trick again we did for addition and subtraction? And I'll remind you again. So that's easy. But as you said, Bobby, yes, we did it last year, and you know why we did it now. Because it's going to be, it's pretty much, like I said, this is 2 terms. Fractions, percentages, decimals, this whole topic is worth 2 terms of year 7. So it's going
So
to
I
take
have a
some.
test in term 2 about like fractions.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, it's only on fractions. And then next term after that, in term 3, it's percentages and decimals. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like from what I can see so far, most of us are going to do exceptionally well. Doesn't look hard at all. Because I make it really easy. All right. Addition of fractions with mixed numerals. So they look like this: 1/3 plus 4.5, or 2 1/4 plus 3 2/3, or something like this: 1 3/8. Okay, so clearly that's different to the ones we were just doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you've got to do with these, you have to change your mixed numerals to improper fractions first. Once you've done that, then we'll just do the common denominator, which is that thing, and then finish it off. So let's actually look at how we do these questions, right? I'll do triple I. 1 3/8 plus 2 2/5. Okay, are we ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, we convert these to improper fractions. So 1 times 8 is 8 plus 3. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 2. Now, doesn't this look similar to the questions we were just doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly
Yeah.
like this, right? So now that you've changed it from something that was confusing to something that we're used to, we just draw that cross and we just finish it off. 11 times 5,
55.
12 times 8, 8 times 5,
40.
and then it becomes 151 over 40. And then again, if you wanted this as a improper, well, full marks. If the question said, no, we want it as a mixed numeral, how many times does 40 go into 151? Well, I know 40,
Right.
it goes into it 3 times because that's 120. And then 151 minus 120,
31.
31. So you got 31 over 40. Now, I'm not worried about this step. So converting from a improper to a mixed, I'm not worried about. I'm just worried about this step here. I just need to get this answer. I need to know that you guys understand. If I've got a mixed numeral that is not good, I need to convert that to an improper fraction from an improper fraction, I just do what I normally would do and then hopefully get my answer.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go down. So like, we'll do question 1 and question 2 together first. And then I'll let you guys start on them yourself. Okay. You guys like this whole online tutoring that I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we get any homework?
You will get homework, yes. Stop running away from it. You'll
How
get
should
it.
we
You'll get everything we just got up to. So let's
argue
just
that
say
we did it?
if we're up to question 19, we're going to do maybe the next 3. So I'm not going to get you to do the whole thing. We just do 3 of every single exercise. But I'll let you know what your homework is once we wrap up. It won't be much, I promise you. My homework's more important than school homework, Isaiah. Don't forget that.
Like, how do we actually get it?
Oh, you'll get it on Skype. So if you can see my screen right now.
Okay.
This one right here. This is our conversation. This is our chat box. Homework will be here. I'll send it right there.
But how do we show you that we actually did it?
It's going to be so next week when we start our lesson, we can have our webcam on, and you can just show it to me through your webcam, or you can take a photo of it and upload it to our conversation box.
Okay. Wait, what?
All right, here we go. So convert. First step. Convert. So 2 times 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 3 times 5, 15. 15 plus 1. 9 times, now we do the bang, bang, bang. I don't know, does anyone want to make a name for this so we can call it something all the time?
Smile and cross.
Say it again.
It's called smile and cross.
Smile and cross.
How's it a smile though?
I have no idea. How do you
I
see a
don't
smile? Okay. I call it an upside, like I call it an hourglass. An hourglass, you know what an hourglass is, you know that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I call it that thing, but without the top. So that's why I call it like an hourglass. So, but maybe smile and across if someone can see that. I personally can't see it. All right. All right, Bobby, we get it. 9 times 5, 45. 6 times 14, 64. Over 4 times 5, 20. 45 plus 64, 109. Over 20. And I want you guys to just get to this step for now. If you feel confident and if you want to move one more step, how many times does 20 go into 109? Well, 20 goes into 100 5 times. And then there's a remainder of... Bobby, stop sending us stuff, please.
Alright.
5 and then remainder of 9 over 20. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Let's go again. Last one. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7 over 3. Plus 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22 over 5. Cross, cross, cross. 7 times 5, 35. 22 times 3, 66. On 3 times 5 is 15. 90, 100, 35 plus 66, 101 over 15. And then if you really wanted to know how many times 15 goes into 101, it should be 6 times. Because 15 times 6 is 9, and there's a remainder of 11 over 15. But I'm not worried about this step right now. Do not worry about this step. Just get to this step. So convert and add, and multiply and add. Let's go. Question 3 and question 4. That's for you guys.
Okay.
Question 3 and question 4.
So 3 and 4.
Yes, please.
I'm confused.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you for letting me know. The first step you're trying to do is just convert this to a improper fraction. So 1 times 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. So
Over
once you're here, what do you got to do now?
do that squiggly thing.
That squiggly hourglass thing. There you go.
Uh,
And finish it off now. Did that help?
yeah.
I think I got number 3.
All right. Try 4. I'll do 3 in a second.
Wait, Sam, did you say question 3 and 4 or question
Correct.
4 and 5?
You can do 3, 4, and 5 if you like, but 3 and 4.
Okay.
Wait, did you already do the answer for 3?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
So does the
Denominator.
both?
5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8.
Okay.
You got a time. It's all about times in. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 3, 4, 3.
Okay.
And then cross multiply. 9 times 3 is 9, 18, 27. Plus 4 times 4 is 16 over 12. 27 plus 16, 30, 43 over 12. Does anyone not agree with that?
No.
Okay. Shall we move on?
Yep.
So subtraction, guess what I'm going to say?
Same thing.
It's the same thing. Good job.
Fraction
Exactly the
is
same. It's just going to be subtracting. So here we go. Convert from a mixed numeral to an improper fraction. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14 over 5. Minus 1 times 3 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5 over 3. Are we comfortable with that by now?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then cross cross. Becomes 14 times 3. 14 times 3 should be 42. Look, some of these harder ones, because you're in year 7 now, you are allowed to use your calculator. But if you can avoid it, because you technically will still have like non-calculator exams, you'll be better off. So 42, take away 5 times 5, 25 over 5 times 3, 15. 42 take away 25 should become 17 over 15. So the only time you're actually subtracting is just the top. Otherwise, to convert from a mixture, you're multiplying and then adding the top. To do the actual fraction bit, you're actually multiplying, and multiplying. The only time you're actually subtracting is just this bit here. So, all right, you guys, question 2 to question 4.
Okay.
Sam, do we simplify it?
You don't have to, it's okay.
Okay. Wait, Sam, do we finish at 7?
We do.
Alright. Wait, Sam, are we gonna continue like doing this on Wednesday 5:30?
So, yes, we're always going to be at 5:30 on a Wednesday every week from now. For the time.
Even like, but why did we change? Like,
Yeah, why do we change?
I changed you guys because 1, I wanted to be with you guys, and 2, I wanted specifically all of you to be in the same group. So there's a few other year 7 classes, but I felt that your skill level was all at the same level.
Oh.
So I didn't want to group different ability students and whatnot. So yeah. When I think about it, if you're all not going to school, I mean, really, we could do it earlier in the day if you want to.
yeah,
If we all agree, I mean, I don't mind.
like a 3:30 on a Wednesday.
The problem is I've got a selected, like an earlier class at 4 o'clock. So I mean, we can do it at 2:30.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's my
Yeah.
school still goes there.
Say it again.
Yeah.
I still got school then.
Oh, you still have school, so you still have to go to school.
No, I do online, yeah.
Yeah.
But my school finishes at 2:55.
Oh, so like you've got to actually log out of something, like are they?
Me too.
Right.
My school does that too.
Yeah, so let's leave it. Let's leave it for the time being at this time, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe on a different day, I'll make it a bit earlier for you guys. Let's do question 2.
Alright.
2 times 8 is 16. 16 plus 5. Well, actually, what are our answers? We can just check it like that.
I got
Yeah.
44 over 32.
Anybody agree or disagree?
Yeah.
Agree? Nice.
Yeah.
Done. Adele, what did you get for the next one?
I got. Oh.
No.
Nah.
No, not yet. Okay, it's okay. Bobby,
yet.
have you got it?
Which one?
Question 3.
I'm doing that one now.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's 10 over 8, and then you simplify it. Then it's 5 over 4.
Okay. We've got 5 over 4. Let's have a look. 3 times 4 is
I
12.
got 10 over 8.
Yeah, which is the same as 10 over 8.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's good. So then the answer should be 10 over... What about Isaiah? Did you get this? Did you get question 3 out yet?
Yeah.
What
I
did you
just
get?
simplify it down.
To 5 over 4 as well? Good. And we'll do this last one together. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 5. 1 times 3, 3 plus 2. And then 17 times 3 should be 51. Minus 6 times 5. 6 times 3. 21 over 18. If we did have to simplify this, what number would I divide by?
We go 3, 3, 7, 3.
You were right. It is 3. So 21 divided by 3 becomes 7. 18 divided by 3 is 6. All right, good job, you guys. Okay, I think let's just have a look at what's left. Oh yeah, cool. No problem. It gets
Well,
easier.
When we
Sorry?
simplified for question 4, was that 7? What number? Yeah.
7 over 6.
7 over 6.
I go down now?
Yeah.
All right. Of just means times, in other words, or yeah, it means times. That's probably the best thing to think of.
How does it mean times?
It's just the way we do it. So when we're saying it's half times 40, half times 40 is the same as saying half of 40.
Oh.
Yeah, and then when you're timesing something, which I think we should do first. I think we should go and do times before we do of. Hold on. Because when we're timesing...
Always confuses me.
Sorry?
Of always confuses me.
It's all right. We'll first do these ones and then we'll come back to that one. Okay. All right. Time. Times is very easy. Isaiah, do you remember what you meant to do in your times?
Straight across.
Good man. Straight across. So this one's super easy. There's no fancy trick for it or anything like that. It's just straight across. So 2 times 1, 2. 5 times 3, 15. 1 times 3, 3. 2 times 5, 10. Is that easy tip for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got a question.
Yes.
Why don't teachers teach that?
Then there would be no purpose for me, right? If everybody did my way, there would be no purpose for Sam.
Yeah.
It's just different. Look, I've learnt my math at a very high level, right? some of your teachers don't actually have the qualifications. Most, like 3 out of 4 of your high school teachers are not math teachers. So they might be like, I don't know, science teachers or engineering teachers or something that were forced to do math and became math teachers, but they're not actually math qualified. So they might not know the tricks that math qualified teachers would actually know. So 75% of teachers. Sorry?
Because my math teacher is a math teacher and art teacher. She's a professional art teacher.
Yeah. But see what I mean? Like, yeah, with art teachers, some of them are not actually, like I said, math. They don't have a math degree. They got an art degree. They became art teachers, and then there was a shortage of math teachers at, let's just say, at your school. And what happened was they would have asked this particular teacher and said, "Hey, do you want to become a math teacher as well? Because we don't have any more math teachers." And this teacher would have said yes. And that's
Sam, I
happened.
got a question.
Yeah.
When we finish everything, can we play Kahoot?
Oh, yes.
We'll see
Yeah.
how we go. Why not?
Alright.
5,
Yeah.
10, 4, we'll play a little game.
How
Yeah.
many more questions?
Okay.
Do we write these?
You can write these. These ones are easy, right? Let's do them. They're easy.
So should we write all of them?
Well, Isaiah, you can start with the first one, and then we'll do 5 or 6 of them, and that's plenty.
Wait,
No.
we
Isaiah, what's your answer?
have the
First one.
denominators, right?
2 over
2 over what?
15.
15. Good.
Can I do the
Adele,
next one? Oh, never mind.
sorry.
Never mind.
Okay, we're just going straight across. Remember, just timesing straight.
20. 20 over 20
20 over 20.
equals 1 whole.
1 whole. Anissa, what's the next
3
one?
over 25.
4.
Three.
3 over 25.
Good job, Maya. You might as
2
well go
over
next.
30.
2 over 30, which simplifies to 1 over 15, because you got to divide them both by 2. And Bobby,
3 over 40.
you can't simplify that. So times is actually really easy. Back in primary school, when you were learning adding and subtracting, that was easy. And then multiplying and dividing was hard. With fractions, it's the exact opposite. Multiplying and dividing is really easy, but adding and subtracting requires a lot more work.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. All right, we're going to go to division. With division, we don't know how to divide, so we only know how to multiply. So the idea is we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Reciprocal just means if I've got A over B, I'm meant to flip it. That becomes B over A. So,
Why do you write a B?
sorry,
It looks like a B. Is that a 6?
that's a B. They're B's.
Oh, okay.
B over A, B over A. All right. 3 over 4 divided by 4 over 5. Well, what you're meant to do is you're meant to multiply and then flip. So reciprocal, multiply, flip. So you leave the first one, 3 over 4. You change the division sign to a times. And then you flip this. That becomes 5 over 4.
4.
And then, how do we times? We just go straight across. 3 times 5, 15. 4 times 4, 16. Make sense?
Yeah.
Next one. It says 2 over 15 divided by 7 over 10. That becomes 2 over 15 times 10 over 7. And then 10 times 2, 10 times 2.
20.
7 times 15, 70, 105. And then you'll divide them both by 5. Anyway, 4 over 20. If you want them to simplify. For now, like I said, I'm not interested in you simplifying. I just need to make sure you guys can get to this stage. Because once we can get to this stage, the simplifying is the easiest thing to learn. All right. Again, we'll just do one each. We'll start with you, Bobby. 3 over 4. Question 1.
Okay,
3 over
4. Wait, don't you like flip it?
Yeah, so no, you don't flip the first one.
Oh, times 4 over
Times 4 over 1.
equals 12 over 4, which you can simplify to just 3.
Good job. Maya, next one. 5 over 8.
So would I put the, I don't get it, like would I put the second one?
Only the second one. Wait, let's scroll up again, just so you can see this. You leave the first one. Leave the first one. Flip the second. Flip the second. Leave the first. Leave the first. Flip the second. Flip the second. Can you see that happening? Leave the first. Leave the first. Flip the second one. 2 over 1. 2 over 1. Divide becomes a times. Does that make sense, Maya?
This is so confusing.
Confusing. All right, let's go. Wait. So 5 over 8. You leave it as 5 over 8. Do you understand that firstly?
Yeah.
Then divide becomes
Times?
times. 1 over 8 becomes
8 over 1.
8 over 1. And that's it. And you just go straight across now.
Okay, oh yeah.
Oh,
Which would be 40 over 8.
which becomes 5. All right. Adele, your turn. Question 3.
3 times, so it's 3 over 5, then you times the 3 by the 10, and 30.
Wait, first tell me this line. It's important that we understand it's going to be multiply and flip. And
Yeah.
then 3 times 10, 30.
30 over 5. That's over 6.
Isaiah, your turn.
Okay.
Question 4.
Okay.
You leave the 5 over 6. And then you...
So 15
Yeah,
over
but
6.
times. Wait, I know you know the answer, but times.
Yeah.
Times what? You got to flip this guy.
Times 3
Over.
over 1.
1. Are you guys struggling seeing the flip? This one here, when you flip this, what does this become?
10 over 3.
That's it, simple. So this answer is 3 over 5 times 10 over 3. This one here, when you flip this, see that? This one here, 12 over 25 times 5 over 4. Do we get that now?
Yeah.
Divide, you leave the first, multiply, and flip the second. So leave the first, multiply, flip the second one. Leave the first, multiply, flip the second. All right. 5 times 3 becomes 15 over 6. Yep, and I think Anissa, I think you're the last one. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So question 5, what should it be?
5 over 6
Yep.
times
Yes.
2 over 1,
Great work. And then,
and then 10 over 6.
very good. And do you know that's simplified?
Yeah, by 2.
It is divided by 2, which means 10 divided by 2 is 5. 6 divided by 2 is
3.
Good job. All right, let's do a few, I think, for you guys. Do question 12, 13, 14, and 15, please.
Hey, Sam, why are we doing it online?
What do you mean?
Why was we tutoring online?
Reasons why you're not going to school.
Oh, coronavirus.
Yes.
Can I play Kahoot now?
Did you finish off all 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look. 8 over 15 times 5 over 4.
I
Our
got
answer
40
should
over
be
60.
40 over 60, and then zeros cancel out. And then you can also divide them both by 2, so the answer is 2 over 3, if for those who try to simplify. 6 over 25 times 5 over 3, 6 times 5 is 30, 30 over 75,
And that would be 2 over 5. 2 over, divided by 15,
ooh, good point, divide by 15, yep,
and then that will give you 2 over 5.
2 over 5. Yes, you can divide them both by 15, good job.
60 over 100.
60 over 100, cross out the 0, cross out the 0, divide them both by 2.
66 3 over 5. Yeah.
And then
They
7,
both equal 168.
do they?
168 over 168 equals 1 whole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kahoot time.
Wait, let me just see what we've got to do first.
Oh.
Okay, well, this then will be done for homework. You're multiplying and dividing with mixed numerals this time. So
Okay.
what do we have to do first? We change any mixed numerals to improper fractions first. Once you convert this, convert this mixed numeral to an improper, then what do we do with times? We just go straight across
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
simplify. Convert, straight across, simplify. Convert, multiply and flip the second, and then simplify.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to trust you guys. And
So I'm
let's-
just going to send it to us.
I am right now. Hold on, watch. So we're going to press save. Save as. We're going to call it.
How do we send it to you? How do we spell it?
Wait. I'll talk about that all right now. Wednesday, year 7. That's it. Wednesday, year 7.
Homework.
Okay. Close that. What's this one? Yeah. Discard. Start later. Skype. Doesn't matter. Okay. So, right now, you guys should all have access to that document. Alright, and I'm going to write what your actual homework task is right now. Hold on.
Oh, it's
The
saying.
homework.
Oh, yeah, I wrote it.
3 questions from each.
Sorry, I pressed on it and it got me out of it.
I know, it's okay, it's fine. Complete 3 questions from each exercise up to which one was it?
5. After exercise 5.
Good try. Up to exercise 14. So how many questions in that only? That's only
3 each.
that is only 3 each. That's only 40 questions. So if you divide that by like 5 days, that's less than 10 questions. Some of them you can do in less than 5 seconds. Come on, don't complain. Remember,
My
you-
brain is very
don't-
bad.
Wait, don't forget. If you do this right now and you become a pro at it, when you're learning it at school, you won't need to actually learn it because you're already really good at it. So if you put the hard work in now, it's going to be a lot easier as the weeks go on.
Yeah, but I'm gonna forget because my brain doesn't go too good.
No, see how everything we did it last year, right? Now when I went through everything for you, most of it was good. But you remember last year you were like, oh, I remember this, I don't know this. But right now you're doing well. So don't think like that. Don't be like, oh, forget it. Ah.
Okay, can someone start the Kahoot?
All right. Homework
Yeah.
done. That's it. We'll stop the